Chikarme. The following match will be a singles match and will continue until one man submits. Introducing first.
This one feels like it's been a long time coming. Sidney Bacabella and Mike Quackenbush will be calling the action for you now as Ophidian about to go one-on-one with Frightmare. We thought they were going to meet months and months ago at Chikarasaurus Rex, but what a bizarre journey Ophidian went on in the ensuing months. Now, restored to his original persona, Ophidian is at last ready to cross off one final name from his list, and that name is Frightmare, but with this stipulation: one man must submit. It's the only way this match can end. The ominous music signals the arrival of the Spectre of Violence.
The Spectre of Violence! Frightmare!
One of, if not the most ferocious fighter we have ever seen here at Chikara is that guy right there, Frightmare. And he's left a path of bodies in his swath here. The Spectre of Violence has cut through many members of our roster. Will he continue today with Ophidian?
Just a scary, scary human being. And, you know, I've got to see the progression of Frightmare over the years, and just the machine that this guy has become.
And his opponent.
It was Frightmare who, for all intents and purposes, ended the career of Amasis, Ophidian's longtime tag team partner in the Osirian portal. But he is back in familiar skin, is Ophidian, and perhaps this renewal will be just the thing to lead him to victory over Frightmare.
Now bring in, he is the master of sleep style, the Cobra Supernova Ophidian!
The snake is back in his skin.
Oh, take a look at this! Frightmare's now waiting!
He just leaped up from the mat, kicked the man on the top rope. That right there says a lot about the athleticism.
Woo. Dragged him right into the ring. And, you know, we saw this happen a little bit earlier, how the board never really got out of the starting blocks. The same may be true of Ophidian. Frightmare, who is not known as a submission wrestler, this is one of the submission holds he obviously knows. He loves to torture his opponents with exactly this, a half stranglehold.
You know, I feel like Frightmare, his game plan is to just beat him until it's over.
Well, that is an option, right? He could just beat him into submission. He doesn't have to lock a joint. He doesn't have to twist, you know, break a bone. He could just beat you into submission until you quit.
He would hit me once and I would give up.
I'm not far behind you. All the way around goes Ophidian. That was a terrific move, and it did almost hyperextend that elbow joint.
And look at this, Ophidian though, he knows a lot of different submission holds, different ways to lock a hold on. So it's going to be a great clash of styles here on who can make the other guy quit.
Cobra clutch, he likes to put that body scissor on, and Frightmare knows that well. These guys have met numerous times in numerous configurations over the last 9+ years here at Chikara. They are hardly strangers to one another, but Frightmare has changed a lot in those years. Remember, in his very first year, Rookie of the Year awards given to Frightmare, and he was then known primarily as a high flyer. Well, he's a much more dangerous and much more well-rounded wrestler now.
Not anymore with the high flying stuff. This kid's put on some great wrestling weight, and now he's he takes a big power bomb though.
He got launched by Ophidian. What a great way to use that elevation to his advantage. Flying knees in the corner. Frightmare has got nowhere to go, and Ophidian can't wait to punish the Spectre of Violence.
Up and down with those knees right into the chest. The Snake, though, rolls him out. He's going to go up to the top rope.
Ophidian is not afraid to fly, showing off his body control. Landed right on his feet as Frightmare has evacuated the ring. Coming around the front. Dove right out. Frightmare caught him.
That's the strength of Frightmare.
Oh. Quick turn of events out there on the floor. Saw the left shoulder of Frightmare jammed into the edge of the ring, out there by the steel frame of the ring.
The hardest part of the ring.
You ain't kidding. Kicking away at the shoulder now. Looks like that left arm is going to be where Ophidian is going to focus. And if you've got a limb jeopardized on somebody as dangerous as Frightmare, you better capitalize on it.
You need to stay on it. If I were the Snake right now, I'd grab a chair because you could do that here.
That's right. And, you know, realistically, under this system of rules, I think they could get away with it.
You can. Anything goes.
Right. If the only way to win is by making the other submit, then it stands to reason you can't lose by disqualification.
I would take him right out on I-95 and run him over with the car on the arm until he quit. That's how you win a match like this.
I think one of our cameramen might have gotten tangled up in the action there, and what you're seeing at home may not match what we're seeing here at the Wrestle Factory, but it looked to me as if Ophidian attempted to send Frightmare into the corner post, but at the last moment, it was Ophidian who tasted the steel.
Now rolling in, though, trying to create some sort of space from Frightmare. I mean, Frightmare's arm is definitely injured here, but it looks like Ophidian's definitely hurt, too.
Running right in with a perfectly placed Yakuza kick is Frightmare, and his left arm is significantly damaged. He couldn't even whip Ophidian there.
Yeah, it could be a torn bicep, torn meniscus, torn rotator cuff, broken patella. You don't know what it could be.
Could be most of those things, yes. Ophidian now being run face first into the turnbuckle. Frightmare follows up, closing that gap quickly. Just creates enough space to strike and then closes it off again. That's how you smother an opponent in the ring, so to speak.
And that's how you win a big match like this, where you have to make a man submit. You got to stay on him for, you know, this one here could go all night. I mean, it's National Pro Wrestling Day. It's a holiday.
He's telling him he wants him to submit. And sometimes it's very difficult to make out what Frightmare is saying, I think in part because of his speech and also because of his mask. But it did sound like to me he was taunting Ophidian, telling him to submit, which would be, you know, right to what you said earlier. He's going to beat him into submission. He's not going to tie him up in a hold he can't escape from. He will just beat him into the ground.
And there's another level to this type of match, Mike Quackenbush, where you have to get inside your opponent's head. And I think that's what Frightmare's doing right now. You beat him up, get in his head, beat him up again, finish him.
Well, it's certainly true of the last few seasons of Chikara. Frightmare has been in the heads of many members of the roster as he's just wiped out one wrestler after another, and it looks like Ophidian might be next. Ophidian nimbly getting out of the way, and that really set him up to punish the left arm further. That's exactly what he needed.
Yep, jump right down on that arm, slides right through the legs, Marty style, kicks him out of the ring.
He's out on the floor. Ophidian changing directions and changing again. Oh! I don't know if he brain busted him there. It looked to me like he stacked him up on top of his skull.
He landed right on his forehead. I don't think any way you could land from that is natural, and that may be the opening that Ophidian needs right now to maybe make this guy surrender.
Tells you something about how much pain Frightmare has been in. Even though he fell there right on top of his head, he's still clutching that left arm of his. Ophidian has really done significant damage to that limb.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the left arm.
Now, luckily, Frightmare, he is a righty, but you know, when you're out there looking for counters and ways out of moves, you've got to have both limbs working for you.
It's like when you get hit in the ear and you limp. You know, like your body is going to hurt. So if your left arm hurts, you're not going to have enough in your right arm to throw a good punch.
Ophidian and Frightmare have been duking it out here on the floor of the Wrestle Factory. And once again here, fans, not possible to lose this match by count out. One man must be made to submit.
You know, this could end anywhere.
Woo. He just, by sweeping out the foot there, face first, Ophidian fell into the edge of the ring, and he's on wobbly legs.
But they're both still, look at that.
Took him right over on the floor with a Frankensteiner-like move.
Oh, he's in bad bad way. But look at Frightmare, he can't capitalize.
When have you ever seen Frightmare like this? I have never seen him take this kind of punishment.
Yeah, there was something that happened earlier in the match with that left arm, and I think it's completely changed the way that Frightmare is attacking Ophidian in this match and sticking to the game plan that he had.
And what a change of pace that would be if it's Ophidian in Frightmare's head for a change.
I don't know if that's possible, but we could be seeing it here. I mean, Ophidian possibly begging our great director of fun, Bryce Remsburg, maybe stop this.
Well, I think Bryce is checking in for exactly that. Does he submit? If Bryce hears a verbal submission, you know, that counts the same as any other way of giving up a match, right? You can tap out, etc. Verbal submission, just the same.
Look at Frightmare, though. That time that Ophidian was being tended to by Bryce Remsburg, it gave Frightmare that little bit of time to catch everything back, and now he's on the attack again with that submission.
There it is, half stranglehold applied. He puts the knee right into the back and pulls up. Wildly painful submission hold. And at this point, I don't see how Ophidian escapes. He's in the center of the ring. Those ropes feel like they're miles away.
The problem here, though, is Frightmare's trying to pull with that left arm, and he can't do it. It hurts. Look at the black and blue on the arm.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Like he's not able to really exploit this hold for everything that it's worth. Ophidian is still in this one, and the difference maker really might be that damaged left arm.
Look at the black and blue right above the elbow on the outside of Frightmare's arm. He's got a hematoma.
A hematoma. I'm learning so much today. Set beside you, Sidney Bacabella. Ophidian is crawling. He's got to slither his way to that bottom rope, or he's otherwise got to counter out of this half strangle.
He got it.
But did you notice, as he went for it, I think the hold fell apart. Frightmare couldn't hold the grip.
Yeah, he really couldn't. He was tugging at the clothing, and that's why Farmer Burns always said you have to wear tighter gear. And it's been a time-honored tradition, because if there were loose gear right there, he would have kept him, he would have held on.
That's what he's always tweeting about, Farmer Burns. Ophidian getting back to his vertical base. Headbutt from Frightmare. Look at this.
How's he?
I was going to say, how's he still on his feet? The answer is he's not, Sidney.
Look at this. He's trying to slither his way over, but it's like a snake in 20-degree weather right now.
That's a very interesting analogy. Headbutt from Frightmare sends Ophidian back into the corner. He's peeling himself up off the mat using the ropes. Oh, corner kick found the mark right in the fangs of the Master of Snake Style. This could be it. Oh no, he came leaping right out.
Spins out of the way. He's got him in a some sort of submission here.
He's trying for that Cobra clutch. Well scouted, the recipe for violence did not connect, with those forearms hit at almost exactly the same time.
These two guys are now going to slug it out, and I think Ophidian may have the advantage if they came to slug it out.
Both guys had the same idea. They're throwing that kick, interception, right half Nelson. I thought he was going to scoop him right under the shoulder blades, but he couldn't. Ophidian was waiting with this counter. He's got to finish the hold, get that half Nelson on.
There, it looks like he's got it here, Cobra Clutch.
This is his pet move, the Cobra Clutch Death Grip.
We saw Slaughter win many world titles with this same maneuver.
Sometimes referred to as the $1 Million Dream as well. For those of you who remember, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, the Cobra Clutch. Of course, that death grip variation unique to Ophidian with the body scissor.
Look at this Greco-Roman knuckle lock on an injured arm.
He's got him hooked up for the Egyptian Destroyer? These guys aren't leaving anything in the back.
Where did he pull that out of? I thought he was going for the pin there, and then I remembered. It wouldn't matter.
Well, we saw him use this move before. One of the 17 forgotten holds in all of wrestling. It's separated shoulders, and it might have just separated Frightmare's.
And he's got it on him again. He's got to get the legs around him. He does.
He's completely immobilized. There's nowhere to go.
He's nodding.
He submitted.
He nodded. Look at him nodding.
Bryce Remsburg heard it. Frightmare has submit. Ophidian wins.